Okay, hi guys, this is Sonsonmushi. Looking forward to hanging out with you guys. And I think that's going to be like my catchphrase now, because I really like that. And this is reading 3, the crystal necklace, or the orange, the tangerine. So I'll put that over here, just because. And so this is going to be reading number 3, and I am going to be using my Uno deck. My apologies because it doesn't have pictures, so you're just going to have to trust the messages I get anyways. Interesting. Very interesting. So we get 4 minor arcana over here, 3 major arcana, and a minor arcana over there. And we're going to do some connective energies. Let's see what this story is. So this is us, or you guys. Ace of Cups. Very self-fulfilled energy. A lot of self-love. A lot of paying attention to how we feel, how we ourselves feel, and focusing in on these are my feelings, these are my emotions that, whether, you might be picking up from others and stuff, but overall you're focusing on yourself and how you feel and what you want to do with your feelings, and not anybody else's, but and how you feel about yourself. This all relates to the connection as well. 2 of Swords. This leads to a little bit of indecision because you're like, well, I know how I feel, but I don't know how they feel, how your twin flame feels. The Knight of Swords. You do know that your decision involves, you want to speak your mind. You do want to bring out a message. You want to communicate your feelings and your thoughts, but you don't know perhaps if it's necessarily if that's like the right move. 6 of Cups though, you are very much feeling the union anyways. Emotionally, you do feel this union. It's just your thoughts that you don't know if that means that there's going to be communication. You're not sure about that. So that's the energy I get for you guys watching. And for the other, and they might mix and match a bit, the other energy, they are on a new journey. They have gone through a change, perhaps the Tower or the Death card. The Death card came out for reading number 1. These collective energies are connected, so if you ever want more messages, reading 1 and 2 may or may not resonate with you. So they're on a new journey. 1 for the South, they're going within. So they kind of stepped away from this situation, I feel. And both you and them did the same thing in different ways. You stepped away in your own way. And I feel how you did it was by just, being honest of like, hey, like, I'm stepping away, basically. That's what I see. I see this very much as like your energy as well. This Fool's energy as Usopp and Robin. There's a very interesting story about these 2 characters. I'm very sorry for spoilers. I won't spoil, but I'll give you guys the energies. So, in case you guys ever want to watch the series or read it, it's pretty good. But basically, you pretty much were very honest through and through and just kind of said what you felt. They also, for the sake of the connection, of caring for the connection, stepped away, but they did it silently. So for some of you guys, that might have left you confused, but ultimately you understood and picked up on it that union is still the energy that you're both in. It's just in the 3D that they are going within and on a new journey. And for you as well, you're going on your own new journey, but yours is more out there, more spoken. So that's the energy I get. This time alone, both you and them gained clarity over the situation. So they have clarity right now. This clarity involves coming back, involves healing, twin flame healing energy, 2 cups being shared. So that is what they're going through, and you're going through something similar for the connection. I do want to see what you're going through in general, not just regarding this connection, but just sort of just an as well sort of situation. And same with them, just because that's stuff that I'm very much interested in. So Spirit, what is our journey in general? So you're in a time of pause. You're in a time where not much is moving, but that's the place you're supposed to be in. What comes from this, Spirit, are these 3 cards. The Two of Wands. So this is you and another energy coming together. So it's funny, this is still going to be focused in on the twin flame energy, but this is also your life. So you are in a time of pause in general. How I was saying that you guys might be the Usopp, the Fool, the Fool. We get that over here. So you're definitely the Fool and like that Usopp character. And the Three of Pentacles, you're going to be on this new journey where you really do get to work with your own stuff, and so do they, and then you both build something together. You're both meeting at the top of the mountain. So that is your energy. So this is supposed to be more life-based as well, not just twin flame-based, like the connection. So take those messages how they resonate, but they came out as a twin flame message. So these are the messages that Spirit really wants to just talk about, even though I asked. So let's see what their messages are. What are they kind of going through with their own journey? So they are moving to smoother waters. They have clarity. They got clarity on where they want to direct their thoughts, which is not in here anymore, but out into the world. So that's the message I get from that. The Strength card. They are holding on to something. They're holding great strength with love. They know how to tame within, or something like that. 6 of Pentacles. So they got 6 of Swords and 6 of Pentacles. And then they got Judgment. So they want to communicate in a way of grace, of kindness, of ease, from a place of love, not from a place of hurt. So that has a lot to do with why they hermited away. They were showing great strength because they had a lot of past hurting that they didn't want to involve you in. They wanted to do this alone, but I think they kind of understand that there's no doing this alone, that you're always in this together, especially with that going with the Two of Wands over here. So we get equal give and receive in the material world. So I do see this a bit as right below, seeing as this is the 3rd card, the communication card is the 3rd card. So if you guys feel guided to communicate, reach out or something. Even like, don't think about like who should do what. Like, oh, they're supposed to reach out or I'm not supposed to. Just do what you want. If you want to communicate something, do it. If you're feeling pretty good anyways, just so long as the way you're communicating your thoughts is in a way that makes your emotions feel balanced and connected with them, that would be good action. And I'll get into like what actions you may take towards each other, the energy, like what you might do sort of thing in a bit. So yeah, they're getting equal give and receive and Judgment. I think they've forgiven themselves for certain things, or perhaps just forgiven the universe, just things like that. But it's very self-driven as the Hermit, as Robin, as this character. They've come to understand you've got their back. They've come to understand their problems are not their own their problems are their own problems, but that the universe cares about that, and that like therefore you care about that. You do care about them and things like that. So they're picking that up and they're like, okay, I think I just need to move on from my past hurting, my past thoughts. Even though I have a lot of strength, even though it's going to be very difficult to free myself from this type of energy, they're proving time and time again that they're going to keep moving forward, they're going to keep growing, keep healing, that they can do this. And I do see this sort of energy of feeling a lot more ready to communicate and provide you something in the 3D world, perhaps a gift, some sort of communication about the past, just to talk about it, or just moving to the future, to the present. Communicating about the past can even mean just like communicating and just like moving forward, if that makes sense. You know, like meeting up, knowing that there's all that stuff, but just knowing like, hey, you know what, like the point is I'm here now. like, you know, that sort of energy. That is the type of energy I get from that for some reason. I don't know why, but intuition. Gotta trust it, you know? So, this is the energy. I'm wondering what sort of action might you and the other person take. I'm gonna do 2. Wow. I don't even know why this is flipped over. Like, oh yeah, I flipped this earlier. Strength. So High Priestess of Air and Justice came out. Oh, forbidden. Forbidden justice. So their thoughts. They've gone into their forbidden door. They've allowed you in them. They've allowed themselves to open the door. I'm just seeing this as connective energy. So that's why I said it that way. I just mean you and the other. A door has opened. Literally. Like, in your mind or in your heart, but wherever it is, your thoughts have been able to tap into something new. For me, this is something by accident. I had a dream, basically, and I don't know, it's some new territory. I never had a dream before regarding that. So this is regarding the twin flame connection. So they've, with their thoughts, the six of swords, basically, right here. They're moving to smoother waters. They're putting their thoughts outwards. They're not keeping their thoughts locked away. They're unlocking that. They are balancing things out. Justice is being served, so to speak. The balance of things, and such. What is this card? Vision. Ooh. It's about dreams. Perhaps they are dreaming about you too. Perhaps they are sending their thoughts towards you. So those are just some quick messages, but let's see, Spirit, what kind of actions may be taken in this connection with these types of energies. So your energy, their energy. It is a bit of a process I'm seeing. So I'm not seeing the fastest moving energy, but it is something. Hope. So you've got hope. They feel this twin flame connection. They're feeling your energy. You're feeling their energy. You're hoping, sending your dreams and wishes and well-being for the universe. You're just having hope. Of course, this is about yourself as well. Focus on yourself, guys. Definitely. Having hope. They are feeling the differences, yin and yang. So you're both mirroring in some sort of ways. They are silently, and we got a cat over here, the lynx. They are secretly, though as a psychic it doesn't really work that way, but they are they're allowing this connection. You're both coexisting, and so this is a very positive card when you see the differences and see the similarities as well. Sorry, Lucky. He's like laying on a piece of paper. Oh, my bad. But, so yeah, that's their energy. They're like, okay, this connection, got it. I think they have a deeper understanding of this connection, and you got this hope. So you're feeling really good. You are feeling very hopeful. This is right below your Ace of Cups. So, and your Two of Swords. So I see where indecision comes from. When you have hope, you kind of like, there are some fears when you can have hope, but keep having hope, Spirit wants to say. With the communication, the Six of Cups, invisible. So I see this communication mostly for you guys, the action, as quietly communicating, as communicating through your thoughts, through spirit, through your feelings, not through literal messages or literal words. I see this as more through seeing them in the mirror, seeing them in the cups, stuff like that. And for them, it's complicated. So there's so much that they get about this that it's so complicated, and they through understanding is wondering, how do you approach this when it's so complex? The overall connective energy through the center of this I will get to, but I did want to put some more clarifiers using, wow, it's communication. So you just got to speak. So communication is what's perhaps on their mind. But I just want to shuffle these cards a bit to clarify each situation for more further actions, because I do feel that there is more steps about this. So with the differences, yeah, it's a lot. They're complicated. It's like they I feel like they actually don't know how to communicate how much they pick up on this connection and the differences and similarities. You know, being more root-based driven, it might be harder to fully put those feelings in, because it might just, like, as a shell, if you take in too much, your shell can, like, crack, if that makes sense. So, like, they want to be able to do this when the time is right. There's cycles with the moon. So right now, in this beginning process, is, okay, they feel it, they think about it, but they're still not exactly ready because there's a lot. Then they, with the complexity, they're like, okay, well, you know, let's steer the ship slowly. Let's just, come on, move the ship. 6 again, this is a ship. 6 of, like, the swords, and this is the 6 of wands. 6, believe and succeed. For you, with your hope, we have the chariot. With the hope, you move forward. You, with determination, charge yourself forward. With being invisible, with just feeling the connection and doing your own thing, being in your world right now. It's a little spooky, but you're in your own world, and you feel that they are in theirs. Love abounds. Love does abound. You do see that love. You do feel that love. The union is emotionally and spiritually always within you. So understanding that your side, I'm just seeing the type of action you should be taking is more self-driven, forward-driven with, like, your life, and this connection is working itself out. They are doing their own stuff, pretty much, to work itself out. The union type thing is the manifestation of the actual union, the actual change, the transformation. With that is seek. It's just got to happen on its own. I do see this together. You both just attract each other. Maybe you'll just meet up by accident, coincidence. Through spirit, you might just run into each other at the perfect time when things line up. Or this is like manifesting communication at the right time. Whoever it is that reaches out, Spirit is saying you are going to know the right time. With hope and with them steering the ship, you're riding your own ship. This is the chariot. It's the one with the horse and the person, the 2 horses. Where is it? I just want to show you guys. Come on. I don't know how these ones got upside down. 2 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. That's really sweet. But I'm just going to keep looking for it, because I just want to show you guys, just in case you guys don't know what the chariot looks like. The chariot card. Here it is. So there's a person, and there's the 2. This one's got sphinxes. So you're moving yourself forward. These are your own halves within you. But it's very funny. This is the yin and yang, and this is the yin and yang. So you're moving forward with your yin and yang. They are doing it too. You are understanding that you kind of have to be in the 3D, that, like, the connection is still, the pieces are still coming together, and you've just got to kind of keep going solo and let that love abound within you, and just feel it from the mirror world. Just pretend you're on Mars and they're on Neptune, basically. That's what Spirit is trying to say. Even if you're like a 5-minute drive away from them, whatever it is, the truth is you're very, very far away with the 3D world right now. But you're right next to each other in the 5D world, spiritually. So manifest it by feeling that connection and loving that connection and enjoying it and being like, yeah, we are in union. and then they'll just kind of pop up, is what I get, honestly. And then same with them. It's complicated, but they're just going to keep doing, they're going to do the same thing. They're like, it's kind of like you see through the portal, but they don't have a portal they can see through, basically. So yeah, you can see and stuff. They're like, the portal's inside of this complicated book. There's like 1 million pages. They don't know where to look to find you. They're like, where are you? And then you're like in a mirror seeing the top of their head as they're looking down in this book. And you're like, I'm right here. So then they just have to like trust basically, and they're like, okay, well, you know what? I'm just gonna say, yeah, they are here, and bring themselves to you. If this is all making sense, I sure hope it is. It's a very positive reading, is what I'm trying to get at. I'm just trying to get at that this type of union. I had a feeling it was going to be a little interesting with this energy, but yeah, this seems like a longer process. Yeah, one that's going to take time in the 3D, but it is happening. Spirit just wants to give you a hopeful message. It is very much happening. Spirit, what can I say to those listening? So for you, yeah, this is a message that as the swan, you're so magical, you're so spiritual and psychic, more than you may know and realize, more deserving than you may feel at this present moment, but just know that you really are a swan, and just naturally you get yourself where you need to go, whether you realize it or not. You will end up in the dream world by accident. I resonate with this heavily because I just had a dream by accident, of course. It was a good dream. So that's your energy. So you might just accidentally be feeling the connection. It's like you do have a portal, so it just happens, you know? It's not like necessarily on like purpose per se. Their energy. This is the eagle. They're feeling guided by spirit. They understand. Their confidence is like, okay, I don't have a portal per se, but I've got wings, baby. I wanted to say it like that for some reason, but like they've got wings and they're like gonna like fly to you. There's these birds, yeah. So you are seeking, they are seeking, you're both manifesting. You're kind of just like swimming in the pond, like you see them in the reflection, but you realize you're looking at a different world. You don't know where to go in the actual pond itself. Like you're like, I see them, but I don't know how to get to them. And they're like, I don't see you, but I have an inner calling, an inner voice. I'm guided by spirit on how to get to you. So as a final message, both of you keep working. Me and my twin flame, chances are he's listening, but if not, that's cool too, because, you know, this is for you guys, the collective. Oh, and have patience is a big message. Have patience. Slow and steady does win the race. The tortoise and the hare. I actually did love that story growing up. But, yeah, the hare should have just finished the race. Like, stop taking the stops and stuff. But, I'm sorry, that's just the story. But, you're both, this is the B card. Mirror, so this is up to me and my intuition. I feel it's the B. Orange, blue, the connectivity. So you're both of you just keep working on yourselves, keep doing your own things. This will come together. This will. Now is the time to come together spiritually and emotionally and mentally to like appreciate and feel good about this. Try to release any sort of sorrows from this. Allow the sorrows to become appreciation and love. For the other person, this is complicated. Try to make it simple and just believe. Have hope, just like how we do as well, which they do, of course, but that's just like some advice. And both of you, both of us, keep working, keep busy like bees, because to me this is the B card, BEE, and B is like working. I also like bees a lot, and there's something about bees in general, but yeah, I used to love bees growing up, and like people would be like, it's a bee, and like it'd fly in my ear or whatever. I'm like, it'll leave though. It's just doing its own thing. But like, it always spooked people. Oh, my friend. That reminds me, because the person it spooked was my dear friend Mariella. She's sorry, love and light. Hope this message has resonated. Peace out. Now I'm just gonna talk. But bye guys. Those are my messages. But yeah, my friend Mariella, she's coming back from the Navy. I'm excited to see her. But yeah, the story is her. Like, the bee flew in my ear, and she was always like freaking out. I was like, aren't you worried you're gonna get stung? And I'm like, no. And I think around that time I was in elementary school. Could have been middle school, but we were at the elementary school park. But yeah, lots of instances with bees. I just always loved them. Probably because I also loved Winnie the Pooh Bear. This is me as a little kid. If you guys are curious in little like childhood videos where I'm like in like Blue's Clues for like outfit for like Halloween or like Winnie the Pooh, my dad is like putting all these videos together and putting them on his own YouTube channel because he knows I'm doing this and he's very supportive. It's actually really cute. It's really sweet. I'm so proud of my dad. He's like opening up and wanting to share his life and our journeys and stuff, and all the cute little like videos of me and all my siblings and cousins as like little babies and kids. But yeah, those are all my messages. And for those of you who are still here, I was supposed to mention this before saying peace out. I appreciate all of your guys' support. Thank you for being here. If any of you are able and wanting to, I appreciate all donations. You can see those in the description below. I will be setting up a Venmo, so that should be in this description after I get these videos up and I download Venmo. Yeah, and if I ever have a method that's not on there, right now I'll just only have PayPal and Venmo. And I have something called TransferWise, but if you guys have a different method, you can always reach out. I've got no complaints and be like, hey, do you have this? And I'll set it up because I am open and I have all the abundance that I need and will gladly accept. So yeah, and if there's anything I can do to support you guys in any other ways other than like a reading, if you just want to talk even, feel free to reach out. Yeah. So that's everything. Sending love and light. Thank you all for being here again. Thank you so much. Hope the message has resonated. I keep repeating myself. Peace out. Bye, guys.